Corrosion. This topic we have done earlier also in class 10. Corrosion means that eating up of any metal in presence of some atmospheric factors like some gases, moisture, etc., and to develop a coating of undesirable substance on the metal, that is known as corrosion. Here definition is written: some metals react with the gases or moisture etc. present in the atmosphere to develop the coating of undesirable compounds, and metal is slowly eaten up. This is known as corrosion. Corrosion products of different metals are different. Here we are taking the example of iron. So first of all we have to see the corrosion product of iron. On iron piece, that corrosion layer is made up of hydrated ferric oxide Fe2O3.XH2. In the same way, green-blue layer on copper articles, that is also corrosion layer, and that compound is alkaline copper carbonate CuCO3.CuOH whole twice. In the same way, some other metals they get also corroded like zinc. Zinc also form alkaline zinc carbonate layer. Here how this layer is formed, and actually if we see, then there is on the surface of the iron metal, when corrosion takes place, it is as if an electrochemical cell is set up on the surface of the metal. Or we can say, if we see the electrochemical theory of rusting, actually there on the surface of the iron metal, cathode and anodes are developed, that is oxidation as well as reduction takes place there. Electron exchange takes place there in the same way as in any electrochemical cell or galvanic cell. If we see here, on a metal surface or iron piece, if it is kept there outside in contact with air and moisture, this is the iron piece. If this is kept in air or moisture, then water droplet, if it is there, means humidity is also there, so water droplet is there on the surface. It absorbs carbon dioxide gas from the atmosphere. Then reactions they start taking place as carbon dioxide and water they combine together to form carbonic acid, which is very unstable. It gets converted into H positive ions and bicarbonate ions, or we can write down this in this way: carbonic acid changes to hydrogen ions, bicarbonate or carbonate ions. It means H positive ions are available there. These H positive ions they have ability to accept electrons, or they have requirement of electrons. So if they have requirement of electrons, so they act as cathode, because when they accept electrons, reduction takes place. And when they accept electrons, from where they will accept electrons? From the metal or iron piece where that droplet is there, where the H positive ions are formed. So what happens overall? Iron, it starts get oxidizing to iron 2 positive by releasing 2 electrons, which it has to give to H positive ions, which are formed on the surface of the iron piece. So this H positive ions, which are formed due to the combination of carbon dioxide and water, they accept electrons as well as oxygen from the atmosphere to form water molecule. So moisture is again there. So once corrosion of iron metal starts, it continues to corrode continuously. So what happens now? Iron is oxidized and H positive ions get reduced. So they are acting as anode and cathode. Overall reaction is that iron is oxidized to iron 2 positive. H positive ions they get reduced to water. Oxygen gas is also used there. Now whatever these Fe2 positive ions are formed, they are not actually responsible for the corrosion. For the corrosion responsible ions are Fe3 positive. So these Fe2 positive ions on the surface only, they take more amount of oxygen and water and get converted into Fe2O3 ferric oxide by releasing some more H positive ions, which again continue the cycle. Because if H positive ions are formed again there, they will again motivate, or they will again initiate the oxidation of iron to iron 2 positive, and this process continues. Now Fe2O3, it absorbs some amount of water molecules to form hydrated ferric oxide, which is rust. Now here, whenever corrosion takes place on the surface of any metal, what are the factors which affect it? Reactivity of the metal. More reactive is the metal, more is its corrosion, probability of corrosion is there, because it reacts faster with moisture, gases, etc. Presence of impurities. More impurities are present there on the surface of the metal. It acts as a better electrolyte. Therefore, more corrosion takes place. More impurities, better electrolyte, better is the electrochemical process takes place on the surface of the metal, and corrosion will be faster. Air and moisture. If air and moisture are present, then only corrosion takes place, because they are the initiators of the corrosion. Even if metal it is kept in away from the moisture or air, corrosion will not take place there. Strain in the metal. If metal is smooth, there will be less corrosion. If there are bends, dents, scratches, etc., then more surface area of metal is exposed to atmosphere, therefore more will be the corrosion. Presence of electrolyte. It means if a metal piece, an iron piece, it is kept in pure water or in saline water, there will be more corrosion, because saline water acts as a very good electrolyte. Now, prevention of corrosion. How the corrosion is prevented? There are some methods to prevent the corrosion: barrier protection, sacrificial protection, cathodic protection, or use of anti-rust solutions. Anti-rust solutions are those solutions which are alkaline in nature. They react with H positive ions present there on the surface and forms a protective layer also on the surface. Therefore, no corrosion takes place, because mainly H positive ions are responsible for the corrosion. Barrier protection is that protection in which a barrier is made between metal and atmosphere. This barrier can be paints, that is, painting is done on the surface of the metal, or greasing or oiling, that can be done on the metal surface, or sometimes electroplating of some metals which are non-corrosive. Electroplating of copper, nickel, chromium, which are non-corrosive in nature. They can be electroplated, so they protect the metal from the atmospheric factors, so there is no corrosion. Third, next is sacrificial protection. In this protection, electroplating is done, but with the more reactive metal. Electroplating with more reactive metal like zinc is done. On iron, if zinc is electroplated, that is known as galvanization. This galvanization of zinc over iron, it protects the metal. Even if some scratches are there, then zinc itself get oxidized to give electrons to the iron, so that iron can be reduced. So quickly it gives its electrons to iron, so that iron gets reduced and no corrosion takes place. It means zinc sacrifices itself for the iron. It itself get oxidized, but iron, it remains as it is, no corrosion is there. Next is cathodic protection. In cathodic protection, some more reactive metal is connected. More reactive metals like magnesium, aluminium, zinc, etc., they are connected with the metal to be corroded, or which corrosion has to be prevented. For example, in ships, in sea, the bottom is made up of iron, but it doesn't easily corrodes. because here more reactive metals like magnesium or aluminium are connected with them. In underground water pipes also the same thing is done. What happens here? More reactive metal itself get oxidized to their positive ions by releasing electrons to that substance which is to be protected. So magnesium here in this case, it gets converted into magnesium 2 positive by releasing 2 electrons, and those electrons are passed to the iron. So that iron, it should get reduced or should not get oxidized, and there will be obviously then no corrosion. This is known as cathodic protection because metal to be protected, that is made as cathode, while the metal which is protecting the other metal, here its oxidation takes place, so it is made as anode.